built this car in 1959. These are 59 Buick quarter panels. And this was almost brand new Buick, of course. And, I just used the scan of them, ordered the new scans, you know. And this is a piece of tubing, streamlined tubing run along here, welded it all together, handmade all the blower part of it. And you can see a little bit of the original T-beam door, but most of it's all made. But then we got to the top, and I wanted to be the first bubble top car, because I'd always dreamed about having a bubble top car. But I really had no idea how to make a bubble top car. Nobody else did either. So I was having a side glass, or I went to a sign company there in Wichita, and I was having a piece of glass made into something, I've forgotten what. The guy there that owned the plastic company, I said, hey, by the way, I want to build a bubble top. Do you have any idea how you might do that, you know? And he said, well, you know, that's kind of strange because I worked for Bell Helicopter and we built bubbles for the front turrets, you know. So anyway, he kind of gave me an outline of how it was done exactly by them, of course. Of course, they had all the right machines and made it like we did, but in a much more complicated looking setup.
Right.
So they could reuse it over and over and over, of course. But still the idea was there in my mind at least. And so I went back and decided I'd do it out of plywood because I knew that it was all cast and everything else, what they did, you know. So I built the first one all out of plywood. And but then my next problem, I couldn't find anybody with an oven big enough to heat it, because it took this particular one took a 6x8 sheet of plastic to build it in the, 6x8 piece of plastic. It's 1/4 inch lucite plastic, and so then I had to figure out how to heat that thing, because you got to get it to 350 degrees evenly heated. So I actually built the first oven. I just built it out of tubing and then sheet metal, and then I put insulation on the whole back of it, 4 inches thick. I mean on the outside of it. And I put gas burners in the bottom of it, like you get, you know, up so long gas burners. But that couldn't let the flames come up, they'd burn the gas. So I put a piece of steel over the top of that, about 1/8 inch steel, so that got hot and evenly heated the rest of it. That was the plan anyway. And then it hung, the plastic did, in that box like this. I put 3 clamps up there, clamp that thing. And of course, like you said, Carl, it comes out just like a piece of rubber. I mean,
yeah, it's scary when you see it coming out and it's all wobbly and hot, and you're like,
you got about, and correct me here, probably at the most 5 minutes to get that darn piece of plastic.
You got to move quick. You can't sit there and let anything slow you down. Everybody's got to have their position where they're at and the clamp's ready to go, because you got a very short window.
The plastic company that did this for me is in Tulsa now. It used to be in LA. The first one's like this one. This was actually done later by the company here. I made a new tool for it. But anyway, because it got broke. But they have 4 guys working there, and we'd take my 2 or 3 guys that were around and usually didn't work for me, the Cliff, you know, people like that. 8 of us would be around that thing with clamps. They'd throw that piece of hot plastic, we'd turn the tool, which I'll show you in the other room, upside down, set on this thing with the table we made, the same exact shape of the bottom of the bubble. And I just put a valve, air valve in the middle of the wooden, because that's 3/4 inch plywood that was sitting on, and with a valve on it, or actually just a T-handle, and turn that thing on, and it's just like a balloon. It amazes you. It just starts blowing, and it just takes a shape. And it would if you had a perfect round opening, which I was trying to explain to you. most guys do this. They get a perfect round opening, they blow the thing up, and it's a perfect half globe. If you go up half the height of the diameter of that circle, you're going to have a perfect half globe. But I always made the shapes up differently. 4 times it took the first one I blew up a piece of plastic 4 times. The problem was I couldn't get it heated evenly in my oven, you know. And plus, well, it mounted just a poor oven, really. And so, body I got all finished because I wanted to take the Grand National Roadster Show, at that time the Oakland Roadster Show in Oakland, California.
So is that TV screen run on 12 volts?
In them days you could get a little adapter.
A little alternator.
Oh, okay.
It didn't run for 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Little adapter, yeah.
A little
Okay.
adapter. At least you had a screen.
Take your DC and make it AC.
Convert it to
That was actual original
converter.
Admiral television. That's the original one that was in it to begin with. Back here, if you look, the TV inside there,
Yes.
that TV is called a predictor TV. My wife's father bought a predictor TV about the same time I started building this car.
The TV was actually called a predictor?
This was a
Really?
Yeah, that right there is one of them.
Good.
This thing steers with that stick right there, and you push it forward to the right to go right, and push it back or pull it back to go left. It has dual controls, pedals and all. Either driver can drive it. You can drive it left-handed or right-handed. So what really blows people's minds when you come down the road driving the thing from the driver's seat and no steering wheel. What in the world's going on? But anyway, the unique thing about it, and what none of the others guys ever did that I know of, this is not hydraulic. This is converted from a 57 Chrysler power steering unit. A 57 Chrysler, I probably never worked on them, but everything's built in the column. There's no booster pumps, or of course there's a pump on the, out on the engine, but everything else is in this column right here. And then on the end of them, they're about this, it goes across this way, and the Pitman arm's out here, and it goes this way. Well, that is what this is. And what you're seeing right here is the original 56 Ford steering box turned upside down, and you're guiding it with the Pitman arm. When you push that forward, it's spinning down here like the steering wheel would. And then that hooks up the power steering, or the column units, which land down here. And I used a U-joint, and it would work the whole thing mechanical, but it was power, of course, because it all built right in by Chrysler. But anyway, and then it's got a Chrysler 392 in it, and still got the transmission behind it is push-button Chrysler. The old push-button Chrysler transmissions. I built it in, was it Oakland in February, to give you an idea. 2 of us, Dave Stuckey and me, we built this thing in less than 3 months. And
You must work some long days.
we worked not long days. It wasn't night and day. You just worked straight through.
You stay in the shop, you don't have any idea what's going on outside. Daylight, dark, whatever, you're in the shop.
Right. And as I look back on it, especially as I know my kids, know my grandkids, and know kids, I built this thing when I was 26 years old.
On the next episode, we'll spend more time with Daryl Starbird. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.